We're going to make an origami puppet. The nice thing about this figure is that it kind of has this snap motion to the mouth, so it can automatically talk. And I use this with my students when we do a puppetry unit in the high school, just as practice so that they know to open the mouth as they talk. A lot of students close the mouth when they talk. So this we use just kind of as a practice tool. But for my elementary students, it's a great little project. And you could do lots of embellishments with markers or construction paper, whatever, to add on feathers, because it automatically kind of looks like a bird beak, but it could be any kind of creature. So let me show you how we're going to do that. We're going to start with a piece of just some printer paper. You can use construction paper or pretty much anything, but I wanted to do it with white so you can see how the folds go. So we're going to start by folding the paper in half like a book. And it's important to try and make these corners meet. And then we flatten it down in the middle. We open that back up, and that line shows us the middle of the paper. The next step is to fold the sides to the center, almost like a door. So I fold the right side, and now I'll fold the left side. Another thing to remember is that as we fold these to the middle, we need them to come to the middle, but not to overlap at all. Now we're going to open this up again. Now we're going to take each corner and fold it in until it goes to the first line. So we're going to fold it in and match that edge. We're going to do that to all four corners. Now we're going to take these sides and fold them back to the middle. Kind of looks like an envelope. Now we're going to take the whole thing and we're going to fold it in half backwards. Go backwards. And fold everything down. Now it kind of looks like an envelope. So we're going to open just the top flap. And we're going to make these corners go down and match these other ones below. And it's going to kind of look like an angled football. See? Kind of looks like a football shape. Then we're going to take this flap and fold it back. Right now you actually have an origami hat, so you could put that on your head. And it also kind of looks like a boat. It doesn't float very well, but it does have a boat shape. But we're going to turn this into a puppet. So the first thing we need to do is to find the center of the long side. So we're going to take this paper, and we're not going to fold it in half. We're just going to pinch where the middle is so we can find it. So we're going to fold one end to the other. And now I'm just going to pinch down here, a little pinch, and then let it go. And now I have a mark. And I'm going to grab a scissor, but you could rip this. You could rip right on there if you wanted to, but I'm going to use a scissor, and I'm going to do a cut that's only about as deep as a pinky finger. So it's not very much. So a little cut. Now I've definitely ripped these before, so that's okay too. Now we're going to fold a long skinny triangle from the tip of that cut all the way to the tip of the boat. So I'm going to fold over a little bit here, and then I have to fold over just the edge and press that down. I'm going to do that to this side. And notice I only folded one. I didn't fold both. If you fold both, it's not going to work. So you just want to fold the top edge. I'm going to do that again on the other side. Fold over just the top edge, all the way down to the tip. And then I'm going to go ahead and press that down. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing again. I'm going to fold from the top of the cut all the way to the tip of the boat. And I'm not trying to do it in one long fold. I'm kind of doing it in little bits. So I bring it over, just bring over a little bit, and then bring over a little bit, and bring over a little bit. So it's kind of like I'm weakening the paper, and then I press it all the way over. And now my puppet is done. All I have to do is open it up here, and I bring the two tips together, and you can see it has sort of a spring method to it. So again, this is a great way to kind of practice opening your mouth as you talk, but this can be turned into a puppet. You can draw the eyes right on there with a marker. You can add on construction paper or feathers. You could cover your hand with a sock, and then you could hold the puppet that way. If you do that, make sure that you remember the hands is going to cover a little bit of the top, so you want to bring the eyes a little bit more forward so you're not covering them up. But there you go with a great little origami puppet.